Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a Rating Your Doomstack video covering an ethereal Mistwalker Doomstack. So we've got 19 Sentinel as a star roll, which I don't agree with this army composition, which I'll come back to that in a bit. But what he's got is the ability Mirror Ethereal. So he's captured a vampire account and interrogated him, and that's stripping them of all of their armor, but giving them 60% physical resistance. Now, I think that that is a very worthy trade-off, because while armor is good, it doesn't block armor piercing. And truth be told, most units in this game that are actually dangerous have a lot of armor piercing. So armor can, in many times in the late campaign, especially this point here, be pretty much useless. So losing the armor and gaining physical resistance, which will bypass everything that's not magic damage, will be really useful. Now, problem is we're going up against Wood Elves, and Wood Elves tend to have a lot of magic damage. So Deepwood Scouts, Swift Shiver Shards, they've got magic damage. Dragons have magic damage. Blade Singers, magic damage. Treemen have magic damage, but Wildwood Rangers and Waywatchers don't. So I'd say more than half of the units in this army will have physical damage, but there's still a lot here that we need to be careful of. And at 60% physical resistance, that doesn't mean we take no damage, it's just reduced it by 60% essentially. Now, one thing that I think he could have done here that he didn't do to make this even better is add on a Diamond Guardian Phoenix. What that would do is give every unit on the battlefield an additional 10% physical resistance, giving them 70% physical resistance. Now, that might not seem like that much, but the difference between 60% and 70% physical resistance is actually 1/4 the amount of damage. So at 70%, you would take 1/4 the amount of physical damage as opposed to 60%. Now, it may not seem like that, but think of it this way. They're doing 40% damage or they're doing 30% damage. So there's a big difference between 40 and 30 at that point. Anyway, let's jump into the battle and see how we go here. Now, in terms of the army composition, I definitely think that having, as the High Elves, one unit spam of any sort of infantry unit is a silly thing to do. This is way too basic. You should have gotten some heroes, especially a Handmaiden. A resistant Handmaiden would have been really good, giving them extra melee defense, extra missile resistance. That would be good. That would help against the magic damage there as well from the Swift Shiver Shards. And melee defense for them. Yeah, that would have. And magic, was it magic resistance, missile resistance, and melee defense. So I think that was a huge mistake not getting at least one of them. Personally, I would have put maybe 2 or even 3 in there to compensate for ethereal. And just having maybe 1 Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower would be fine. But let's just see how this goes. Like, if this absolutely dominates them, then cool, didn't need it. But if it doesn't, then I think there was a lot more that he could have done to make this even better. Especially if you're going to put this much effort in to try to go full ham on Sentinels of a Star Rule, which is a unit that I really like. I just think you can do a little bit better. So I'm going to check a board here, because that's the right thing to do. It's archer-based army. Just trying to make it perfect. It's just not quite aligned. Got a lot to do. So he's got an uneven number of them. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I think 4 lines of them there should be fine. Okay, and we're all stalkers, so they're not going to see us at the beginning of the battle, so we've got time to move over here. And we should try to get Eltharion to lure some of the dragons over here early, or waste some of the ammunition, because they tend not to have tons of it.
The warden marches, empowered by vengeance.
It's also on large unit scale, so the battle pacing will be a little bit faster than Ultra. Okay, we got this one coming after us, that's good.
I follow my vow. March toward penance.
Dragon's faster than the Griffin, it seems, but that's fine. Chase after me, all you want. That's not going to help against it, because it does magic damage. This is going to be pretty hilarious, actually. Alright, don't fire it just yet. Although, we do have unlimited ammo, but just don't fire it just yet. I got an idea. That's it, that's it, that's it. Here we go. And then we're going to do that. Okay, and then we're going to fire at will. Bye-bye. Make sure we go into guard mode there.
I go. I must.
So that one's been captured. Alright, let's put a heal on Eltharion. Okay, now what we could do is lure them backwards this way, because they can't see the sentinels, they've forgotten about it. Because I am a little bit worried about their missile units. But at the same time, this is a Rate Your Doomstake video, not a Saving Your Disaster battle, so we're not necessarily here to win it, we're here to test it out. And if he didn't put in the right stuff into the army, then that's his own fucking problem, you know? Like, I could immediately see there was ways to make this better. I'm actually kind of interested in testing this out myself in a Yvresse campaign. But I think that some resistant resistant handmaidens would be absolutely essential for this. That magic resistance, missile resistance, that's just essential. Also, I can't stand large unit scale. I like it ultra. But Legend Creative Assembly says it's more balanced. Whatever, I don't like it. It is what it is. Definitely prefer ultra. I just like I think the pacing of battles on ultra unit scale is just better. That's my opinion. But you know, agree to disagree. I'll still accept your campaigns on large unit scale. I'll just whinge about it every now and again. Okay, I can't really get them to chase after us. We are getting them to shoot at us a bit, which is good, I guess. Oh god. Okay. This is excuse me. This is really good for like preventing casualties, but it's got such a short range that there's no way I could have popped it down there in time. Okay, if I cast any of these spells here, it's just going to go to waste. They're in loose formation, so it's just not going to do any damage. So really, it's just about delaying them a little bit. Give us a bit of physical resistance. So, yeah, they're doing well there. Okay, yeah, just keep the archers back for now with Eltharion. That's working. Yeah, if we could just let them deal with all the physical, or also all the melee units. Oh, fuck me. God damn. I mean, that's, yeah, physical resistance wasn't going to do shit against that. Get out of there. Problem is, while I'm doing this, I can't really micro them very well. But I don't think I need to. I don't think I need to. They're only one unit took a ton of damage there. I don't know if that's a good idea, but there you go. But keep those archers back. Come on, you guys need to shoot that. It's okay, you may leave. I think you earned that right. Good, now they're going to be in tighter formations. Now's a good time to use this. Okay, where are those blade singers? I have no idea, I can't see them. They're still trying to shoot Eltharion, which is good, that's what we want them to do. Okay, good, you rally, just stand back there. No one's coming around that flank over here, that's fine. I would shoot this, but he's got to stand still for that, and I'm still dodging a lot of these shots. And that guy's holding on really well there. Like, those are dangerous units, Wildwood Rangers, and yeah, handled it just fine. Okay, this one is taking too much damage, pull it back. Get rid of that fucking dragon, please. Good. Yeah, it's really good if you can get your lord to distract all these archers. They're all still trying to shoot at him. Look how many shots are just being wasted. It's allowing us to get rid of all their melee infantry without any difficulty. Because, yeah, the melee infantry is just doing nothing to us. So we're barely even shooting at them, and they're just handling it. Excuse me. The odd stray shots coming and hitting them, but that's okay. Alright, cool. All the melee infantry seem to be dealt with now. And Eltharian's pretty much had enough of this. He's just about finished.
I follow my vow. I go.
But now we can shoot at them without any distractions. For the most part. Okay. We've also got a good amount of shield block, which is definitely good.
I am ever ready.
That'll block the magic damage.
It will be done.
And there's the army losses before most of their before the rest of their reinforcements came in, because we're up against more than 2 full stacks here. And there we go. That's a very early army losses as well. Very lopsided damage here, but I mean, like 3 dragons pop down a breath attack on that. You know, no amount of physical resistance is going to help there. So yeah, my thoughts on this is that this is a great concept that really, in my opinion, if you're going to do this, you should go further with it and continue making these guys just about indestructible. I didn't even think about getting the ethereal on the Mistwalkers here. But not having handmaidens with the resistant trait, to me, just doesn't really make sense in this situation.
Let them build our defenses.
So I'll see if he's got any resistant handmaidens, just so I can look over the trait. It's fairly late. Oh my god, this. Oh dear. Okay, this campaign. Hang on. Oh dear. Bit of a disaster campaign. Let me just check. Does he even have any handmaidens? Oh god.
The Azrae are cowards to a 1.
No, he doesn't.
Master of high magic.
So yeah, interrogation vampire counts. That's what did it. But yeah, he doesn't have any resistant handmaidens. So I couldn't even check because... You should definitely get that, by the way. There's none here. But yeah, just going off memory, I believe what it does is 5 melee defense, 5% missile resistance, and 5% magic resistance. So, I guess mainly for the melee defense is usually why I put it on these kind of units. That way they just hold for a bit longer. But since they lose all of their armor and they're primarily physical resistance... also, Diamond Guardian Phoenix. Tell me you've got one of them. No. Oh wow, this campaign sucks. It's not doing very well. Those are the items he's got. So, you can do it, right? Yeah. Let's see if we get it. I don't need to send the save file back. Just fingers crossed. Oh, yes! There it is right there. There it is. That was lucky. Okay, so that one there, Diamond Guardian Phoenix, plus 10% physical resistance map-wide. That is way better than the Talisman of Hoeth, but you can't put that on a hero. So you got to get a Handmaiden that's resistant, give them that, that way they're providing 5% missile resistance, 5% magic resistance, 10% physical resistance, and 5 extra melee defense. That's worth having, getting rid of one of these for that. And I would say... that's another thing with that ability as well, with this, is that stacking like 10 of them won't work. This will only apply once on a battle. It's not something that's stackable, because people do wonder about that stuff. It's the same sort of thing with this. This isn't, not that you could get it twice, but it's not stackable. But the 2 different abilities will stack. You just can't do the same one over and over again. So having multiple Diamond Guardian Phoenixes won't work. Anyway, I think this is a pretty good idea for an army, but I think you could do a lot better. So I would say it's maximum potential if you had actually done the Resistant Handmaiden with the Diamond Guardian Phoenix. You could probably get this to 9.5 out of 10. I can't see this being a 10 out of 10 because that's reserved for like absolutely unstoppable armies, and I just don't see that being possible here. Maybe if you went Knights of Tor Guval, that would be like 10 out of 10 because they're truly unstoppable. But with Sentinels of a Star Rule, I reckon you can get this to 9.5 out of 10. But its current state, I would say it's probably 8.5 out of 10, because there's a lot of room for improvement here, and it's too basic. It's not great for sieges. It's also not great for auto-resolve, but I don't care about that. I'm not going to rate it based on auto-resolve. So yeah, I think 8.5 in its current state, with the maximum potential being 9.5. But I think that's pretty good. I think this could be better than Sisters of Avalon Doomstack, because Sisters of Avalon can't get this, only Mistwalkers can get it. I'm definitely curious to try this out in one of my own campaigns in future, because that is definitely interesting, but we'll see how we go. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Let me know in the comments below what you think of doing this, making these guys super physical resistance, and also let me know if you've got any ideas on how to get more like physical resistance on them, to get them to like 80%. Another thing as well, getting more magic resistance. What are you not doing this for? Getting magic resistance from the Vault of Nagash, that could be really good. Essentially giving them ward save. Also, if you got a Sapphire Guardian Phoenix, that will stack with the Diamond Guardian Phoenix. That'll provide 10% magic resistance. So you could get, with two Handmaidens, you could have 10% missile resistance, 20% magic resistance, 10% physical resistance, 10 melee defense, and then with the Vault of Nagash, get an additional 10 magic resistance. Then you go defeat Heinrich Kemmler for an additional 10% magic resistance. So you're at 30% magic resistance as well. So yeah, you could potentially make this incredibly strong. Yeah. What about? Well, hang on. What about Nagash's? I don't think it does anything for. I can't check it. We don't know. No. I don't think it does anything for high elves for physical resistance. But anyway, let me know in the comments below any ideas that you have for like boosting resistances with this kind of army. Those are my ideas that just pop off the top of my head. But yeah, I think you could potentially get them essentially 30% ward save, or even higher than that, with 70% physical resistance. I don't think there's any skills in his tree there that gives physical resistance, because I know they're not affected by the red line, and this one here just gives them stalk and a bit of extra weapon strength. Yeah, I don't think you can give them physical resistance with it. But anyway, that's my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. Really curious about this one, because I'm keen to try this one myself. Anyway, end of this one. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time, fuckers. Bye.